110th edition of the Black Lincoln Collective Podcast.
Fasten your seatbelt. It's going to be a bumpy night.
It's so
alive! It's alive!
It is alive and my eardrums are dead.
Oh, I was hitting the wrong knob.
You knobbed it all right.
That's what she said.
Yeah, I was like, damn, that shit is loud.
That shit was very
loud.
loud.
In the morning.
Oh. Hey, I'm too old for this goddamn shit.
Wake up, kids.
Okay, I'm not gonna hear myself fart.
Featuring the
Yeah, right. I'll never hear anything again.
What was that?
Let's go already.
And now, let's start the damn show.
Welcome, one and all, to the 110th edition of the Black Lincoln Collective Podcast. I am your gracious host, Parker, and tonight you can... Oh, you see, you did it too early. And tonight, you can just call me this...
Say it loud. It was like
so loud.
I said his name is Parker.
Welcome to the 110th episode of the Black Lincoln Collective Podcast. We're starting over. I am your gracious host, Parker, and tonight you can call me the sun because I had Taco Bell for lunch and I'm a big flaming ball of gas. We're so glad you joined us. There you go. We're so glad you joined us, and we do appreciate your support so very much. You can keep up with us at blcpodcast.com. Please drop us a like or a follow, I guess. That's probably the problem, is I've been telling them one or the other. You can do both.
right.
They're free.
Yeah.
So
And
drop us a
breakfast.
like or a follow on X,
And-
Facebook, Instagram, and our TikTok.
It's gonna give it to you.
Go get it on your own. Please rate us on your favorite
What if,
podcast platform.
what if Elon did that? Like, made it's gonna give it to you. It's like
It's an
theme
AI
song
bot.
for Twitter.
He probably would. He'd probably make you listen to. Remember, like MySpace back in the day. You
Yeah.
People played music on their shit. Oh, it'd be the same
Right.
That was the worst, best and worst. Please, we should start a MySpace. I was thinking about that the other day.
Oh
And
man,
Periscope, is that a thing?
your space.
Yeah. We also have a Patreon. It's patreon.com/BLC World. And we are, of course, broadcast on the Pop Culture Pros Network. Check them out at popculturepros.com. And now it's a guy who has intimate knowledge of Uranus. It's Fred. This would have been better if we didn't interrupt you.
Uranus is the ninth planet from the sun. It
Right.
is, and I
And
think
the closest planet to your heart.
It's the 7th.
thank you, and always I wanna welcome-
Right?
Allan to the shits.
Thank you.
Still on the board. OTB.
Thank you.
Welcome to the shits, Allan.
Very, very loudly on the board. I might add.
Right. He is not on the board. He is
Loud.
smothering the board tonight.
I don't know why.
So loud.
I tasted that one in my mouth. It's
Yeah, I could definitely. I farted at the same time that noise happened, and I couldn't even hear my own fart. So, heard that real loud and clear, though, Fred. So, Jesus. It's going to be a show tonight, ladies and gentlemen. You can tell Alan's
Yeah.
finally starting to feel better.
Yeah,
He's
he's
nothing
feeling
but farts. Loud farts.
gassy.
So, welcome to the show, guys. We're so glad you're with us. We want to encourage everyone
Yep.
to check out our article that we just ran in SC Voyager Magazine. It is probably a real
What
magazine.
is it?
Where's it at? Go to scvoyagermagazine.org/backslash.
No, what they voyage to? What
Oh, they
voyage
voyage all over, man.
This is
If
like the
you're-
voyage.
If you're in South Carolina and you want to
Get voyaged.
be voyaged, yeah, if you want someone to take a voyage on that ass, so you just got to listen. I'll give you a sneak peek. We'll post this on our social media again.
Right.
But here's a sneak peek. They said, one of the people said, "Hey, who are you? Tell us a little bit about yourselves." The robot said. Pretty sure it was a robot. That it was probably AI.
It started.
Probably Elon Musk.
It started its own
It
page.
was, I am SC Voyager. Burp, burp, burp. Beep, boop. I am powered by ChatGPT. So they asked us what we were about, and I said, or we said, we are a comedy podcast that broadcasts weekly from the upstate of South Carolina. Our cast is comprised of 3 lifelong enemies that decide to put aside their differences in an attempt to unite the world with their multi-ethnic, multicultural brand of humor. Thus began the Black Lincoln Collective, a group that welcomes all comers, as long as they aren't jerks, and hopes to use its international fame to someday take over the world in a good way.
In a good way.
All covers, no matter male, female. If you come,
If you can come, we'll take
come
it.
hang out with the BLC.
If you like.
It's our only stipulation is you got to
That's right, that's the
come.
only thing. You got to be able to come. So all ladies that I've ever met are out. No. I'm kidding. And I really hope that my mom doesn't listen to the show today. So that's weird. Okay. So Allan, all right, Fred, they asked you the second question.
Okay, yeah.
And I'm going to let you answer.
I forgot what I said.
Well, here, I'm going to let you answer.
Oh, yeah, that's why I said, well, has it, yeah,
they
what
said,
was the question that they asked me?
It was a British guy. He said, has it been a smooth road? If not, what were some of the struggles along the way?
Okay. And I said, well, to say the road has been smooth, it's like saying that it's easy to squeeze water from a rock in the desert. We were once amazingly handsome and chiseled rude dudes with attitudes, but the rigors of pleasing the entire population of women of Fox Island, Alaska. Fox Island, Alaska. I remember that place.
Yeah, you remember when we did that?
Yeah, I did that. Has proven to be a task that no 4 man can accomplish for more than 15 episodes. So alas, we were forced to jettison one of our members and leave him buried in the sands of time. R.I.P. Dave. You loved, not wisely, but too well.
Are we British too now?
No, but sometimes when I speak for long times, I
got you. That's why we don't let Fred
I got that disease.
That disease.
Britophobia. British phobia.
Britannica.
That's right. I'm HIV Britannica.
HIV Britannica.
I don't know. Why not? What is it?
That's your title right
there.
Yeah. So they also said, we'd love to learn more about your work. What do you do? What do you specialize in? What are you known for? Etc. What are you most proud of? What sets you apart from others? And to which Allan replied, but I'll read it because Allan can't read. He can't read in, this.
I can't read.
He can read. He can read. I'm not saying he can't read.
I can't read.
His shirt is very bright. That's all I'm saying. His shirt is
everything's
new. I got me a new
you're
red
watching.
shirt.
I can see you got a brand new red shirt. Look at that.
Yeah.
I got a new red shirt too last week. So
I got a new pair of shoes today.
I got a new pair of shoes too. And we'll talk about that in a minute. But anyway, I said we're both known. Let's just have the fucking. What do we get new this week? Shit, it's great. We're best known for our amusing takes regarding the latest news about animals and animal culture. One of our hosts, Fred, is famous for the segment of his own design, Fredline News, in which he opines the loss of the good old days, while sitting in an awkward position to make sure that his voice sounds like a knockoff Morgan Freeman or Forgum Freeman, as Fred likes to call him.
Forgum
Freeman. Yeah. We are also known for the spit-take-inducing quietness of Allan's contributions to the show. You'd be hard-pressed to find another podcast that has achieved the utter lack of noise that Allan displays on a consistent basis. We are different from other podcasts for a few reasons, one of which is that we're not the same as other podcasts. And also, we approach our show from a different angle than most, an angle that can barely be described as an approach at all. And there were some more questions, but they weren't really very good.
It's like skipping stones.
Yeah, we throw shit at the wall.
Throw shit out there.
They did ask.
Bounces.
Is there any pricing information that's relevant to your readers? If so, and if you'd like to share, please include the details below. And I said, no, baby, we're free 24/7. All right.
If you want some of this good old BLC.
And this is
all you gotta do is
in a real magazine.
All you gotta do is go over to blc.world.
That's right.
Go and get you a sign up on your favorite place where you get your podcast, and you get some of this BLC right here.
If you sign up to
Get
our
on
Patreon,
with it.
Fred will send you pics of his butt cheeks.
That's right. That's right. I'll
One a
see you.
month.
I send them to the mail old fashioned like. I go to Eckerd's and get them developed.
One a month. Just one butt
Get
cheek a
'em.
month.
Get a whole roll developed.
That's right. It's just a whole roll of butts. So yes, Fred, I did. I found a new store.
Yeah.
Okay.
Store?
Okay. I say I found
Oh,
a new
yeah.
store. This store has been around for generations, probably.
Oh.
I don't know.
Eckerd's?
No, Eckerd's. I wish it was. I truly do. Eckerd's turned into CVS, right? Or the right?
Yeah, I think so. Right.
Which one did it turn into?
They all turned into fucking CVS. See the
They're all
CVS and Walgreens.
now. Yep.
CVS and Walgreens.
But that's how it goes. Because remember, what was it? Rite Aid and Eckerd. And then-
Goddamn conglomerations.
and now it's all the other ones.
Yeah.
That's how it goes, man. That's just like
Yeah.
But
That is.
yeah, I took the boy on a field trip one day after school, and I was like, "Let's go spend some of your mother's money." I needed some new kicks, Fred,
Oh yeah.
and I did because the dog ate my kicks. Or no, my sandals just ruined, and then I realized that I'm lazy and putting on socks and shoes is just too much sometimes. Like if I'm just trying to go out or something, like not go out somewhere fancy, but like just like leave the house for a minute, I'm like,
Right.
"Oh, socks and
Hey,
shoes."
I gotta put these fucking socks on.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? No, I'm just not leaving. It's like I don't care if the house is on fire. I'm not putting socks and shoes on. You get one
I
or
was
the
like,
other.
good. Yeah, like it. Not doing it.
I'm like, you get one or the other. So we went to the store, and I'll give them a shout out because why not? Called Gabe's.
Oh yeah, that place
Gabe's.
Gabe's.
is inexpensive.
This show puts the gay in Gabe's. So the story is about it. No, I had never been in there, dude. I had never been in there,
Yeah.
and I did not
That's a
appreciate.
fashion cornucopia.
It really is. There's so many things. I did not appreciate the level of like, holy shit, there's a lot of stuff here
Yeah,
that Gabe's truly has.
right.
Because holy shit, there's a lot of stuff there. And when I walked in, I didn't get a bag or anything. Like I didn't
Right.
'cause
Get
I
a
was
cart.
like,
Yeah.
I'm just here to get some shoes real quick.
Yeah.
If they even have them, which
Right.
who knows. I left with more than shoes. I left with so many things.
Did you get a couple socks and stuff?
No, I didn't get any socks. But I did get
Socks are
I got,
expensive.
I got 3 pairs of
Fucking
shoes.
old man pocket.
I know,
Socks are
right?
expensive.
So, remember when socks were a nickel? Now they're 12 cents each. No, I was like, I'm just gonna get these sandals, and I found some really assy sandals. They're so shitty. They're so great. They're perfect for me. They are Russell Athletic. You remember Russell Athletic?
Yeah.
With like the hawk that's got in the R, and it's like red, white, and blue as hell. That's what they are. They look like they're straight from like American Gladiator, like straight onto my shoes, onto my feet. They're so pimp. They were cheap. They're $7.
Oh,
And then
There you
I was
go.
like, well, while I'm here, I should look and see what else they have because I've never been to Gabe's, you know?
Right.
And I found they have in their clearance shoe section. So, guys, just so you know, I am a man of largeness. And
Largeness.
And therefore, I wear a size 14 on my toesies.
Woo.
And it's really hard
Yeah.
to find a size 14
They got that shelf.
in the
They
world.
got that shelf in the
Oh,
back.
they had-
Like
They had the clearance section, man. And like, I went back there and I was like, oh, look at this. I found like, so stupid. I found a pair of shoes that no one's probably ever heard of. They're like one of the
Right on
crappiest.
shoes.
They're like one of the crappiest basketball players ever.
Tracks.
They're like, what's his name? Like Darius Garland or something. It's some scrub. Some scrub. And Jack was like, oh, crap, Dad.
You
those
got
are-
a shoe deal.
Yeah. And I was like, what? Did he just get a shoe deal at Gabe's? Like you can only get them here. It's exclusive.
Exclusively
On the clearance aisle at Gabe's.
tied together by a stretchy string.
They were, yeah, they totally were. And I was like, oh man. But what was awesome about it is like right beside the shoes that I ended up buying, and I've never worn. I
Yeah.
probably never will wear.
Fucking
They're
fine.
they're really big. Someone had, I guess, made a trade. They decided that they were like, we're just gonna go ahead and do this, and like it's not a big deal. And they were
Yeah,
like,
oh, yeah.
you remember those Nikes that had like the springs in the back? They were like the
Yeah.
workout Nikes that I can't remember what they're called, but you know what I'm talking about. They had like the springs,
Yeah.
like the individual
Uh-huh.
springs in the back.
Yeah.
Nike Air Sprungs or something. I don't know. But I was like, "Oh, look at those, Jack," and he was like, "Oh," I was like, "Man, those look really dirty for new shoes." And then like I like picked them up, and they were like covered in mud. One of the springs had popped out. There was no tag on them. They weren't strapped together, anything. And I was like, "Oh, somebody just pulled the old switcheroo on them."
Yeah. Oh
That
yeah.
made me happy.
They ain't got security codes on them. So
Well, no, some of
like,
them did. But see, okay, so but at the same time, while this was happening, Jack and I were hearing like a buzz in the back,
oh
like in that
yeah.
corner, and he was like, "What is that noise?" Then I said, "Oh, it's probably like a security deal." So somebody just said, "Fuck it," and ripped the security thing off, tossed it behind the shelf, swapped onto his new shoes, and walked the hell out of there.
Oh my
awesome.
god! I always wanted one of them things to take the damn.
Did you?
One of them
It's
guns.
just a magnet.
Bro, is it a magnet?
Yeah.
Is that
I
what it
think.
is?
Yeah, that's all it is.
I don't know. It's like a pull thing.
It's like a
or something.
magnet.
I don't know.
No, it's like a certain level of magnetism.
No, I'm not talking about the one they rub over. I'm talking about like the actual machine that
Rub
takes the device off.
Oh, okay.
You know
Oh,
what I'm
the
saying?
plastic thing.
Yeah, the locking thing. Yeah.
Oh, okay. You can probably get those on Amazon.
Probably. No
And
doubt.
then your crime spree can begin.
Yeah.
You guys want to get some merch?
That would get me one of those take guns that
Yep.
you dial the
Mark
price on
everything
it and
down,
then
yep.
mark it.
It says shoes are
Sir,
nickels.
that's a plasma TV.
It
We
says
don't
socks
put
are a
that-
nickel. God
We
damn it.
don't put sticker prices on them.
Like, we don't even have, what is that thing? How'd you find that?
Yeah.
So if you guys want some merch, just tell Fred what you want and he will go get it for you next week.
There you go.
You're like, Fred, I need size 8 Yeezys. He's like, I got you.
I got
Got
you.
my little clicker.
Got you. Go to the
These
van.
are all mine. You're like, sorry, you got size 11. Sucks to be you. Give me the money. Welcome to the streets, baby. You get what you get.
That's the size I got.
Yeah, welcome to
But
this.
welcome to the streets. So yeah, dude, but that place was awesome because I was like, all right, cool. I found those, and then they have.
Yeah.
And see, this was my problem, Fred, and this is and I will give myself credit for this.
Mm.
Didn't do as bad as I normally would do. They had a kitchen section with
Oh,
all
yeah.
kinds of kitschy little gadgets.
Yeah.
That's like my weakness, man.
That should
I'm
get
like,
her. That should get her.
They had something. They're like, oh, you could make ravioli at home. And I was like, what? I could make my own ravioli? It's just this 73-piece set that I have to buy and produce the ravioli with. And I was like, I could do that. I would
I
like to
could
make
do
some
that.
ravioli.
Oh,
and
my
then
God.
my son was like, Dad, don't do it. Damn it, you're right. But then he's like, look, Dad, look at this huge cat contraption they have.
Yeah,
And I'm
yeah.
like, yeah, they have a cat. Who cares? Like, we're not getting that for our cat.
Like it, no.
And he's like, Dad, this place is awesome. And I'm like, okay, we got to go.
The
We kept saying
electronics.
we got to go. And
Those
then we
cheap
kept walking on the
electronics.
next time.
Yeah. The cheap electronics is what gets me. You know what I'm saying? The
Yeah.
Bluetooth speakers.
Oh, yeah, like a
and
nickel.
all the, oh, man. Like $10.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. And so I
How
ended up
about that?
getting,
Headphones.
I ended up going through everything and then getting at the end. And I was like, oh, here's like, and this is a questionable decision to start. But then they had like their food section. You see your notes on the show.
Stay away
Their
from
food
that.
section in the front. And I was like, oh man, look at this 96 K-cups for $4. And it really
Well,
was.
see, that I wouldn't be too skeptical. Anything like non-dry goods, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So,
That would obviously like all the candy bars and shit that they have on the front. That shit ain't moved, man.
No,
That shit ain't moved.
I'm
That
not-
bag of jelly bellies
No.
that's been sitting there.
That's what he was like, can I
It's
get
there from
this?
another store before I got there.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It sat there for 10 years.
But I was like, look at this pre-made coffee drink they have. These like, like the Starbucks, like the cans.
Yeah,
And I was like,
yeah.
oh man. I was like, your mom would sure like to have that. And Jack's like, would she? And I'm like, well, it's too bad because she's getting it. And I'm getting one too. Like I'm getting a box and she's getting a box. And my wife drinks, and love you, dear, like a gallon of coffee a day, essentially.
Gee.
Maybe that's not true, but something.
Yeah.
I'm sure she'll come on. She'll come on.
Right.
Watch
2
out behind
pots.
me. She's gonna
Or at
sneak-
least a whole
at
pot.
least
a
at
whole
least 2
pot of-
pots. At least 2 pots.
At least 2
Yeah,
pots.
I drink. I used to.
And-
I can't no more, man.
Right.
Yeah, dude.
And so
Yeah,
I got
do
those
it.
4 things, and I was like, "Here you go, dear, enjoy." And guess what? Guess how many of them are left, Fred?
How many? The
4.
4?
4. She's not touching them.
She don't want them.
No, she's smarter than me.
Yeah.
And it's my own fault because one of them was like, "Oh, coffee with oat milk," and I was like, "Oh, delicious."
Oh,
And
yeah.
then I took a sip of it. I think it's actually still here. Yeah, I took a sip of it and I was like, oh, oats are gross. I was thinking of that. And I was like, damn, this tastes just like oatmeal coffee. This is nasty.
Hey, sometimes you gotta
learn.
take the hit to learn the lesson.
You gotta make mistakes to learn.
You gotta take the hit to learn the lesson.
To fly to the sun, sometimes you have to fall into a river.
Yeah.
And that is sort of what I did. I also got 6 car air fresheners.
Yeah. For $1.
And guess what? I forgot to put them in my car. So I got them and they're like sitting in my trunk where they've sat since I got it last week. And they just continue to sit there. And I'll bring them. Eventually I'll get them in there.
Yeah, he'll remember after a.
Yeah.
Did you get what kind of air? Did you get like fuzzy dice or
no? It's the old tree.
Pine trees.
Yeah, the pine tree.
Trying pine
Would
tree.
you care to guess what flavor I got? Flavor scent.
The dark
vanilla.
Dark
Mezzo White, he got vanilla.
He's right. He's so right, dude. It was between vanilla, strawberry, and black ice.
Black ice. Black ice is
the
me.
shit. Right, exactly.
Don't be stealing my efforts.
When I used to work, when I used to work at various places, the only dudes who ran up in there and got black ice, were black eyes.
Yeah, black ice.
I was like, oh, I can't. I don't want to like.
What
do you call it?
Fringe.
What do you call
Cultural
it?
appropriation.
Yeah, I don't want to appropriate his friend's culture.
my-
Because I was like, then somebody's going to think that my car is owned by a black person.
Yeah.
Then I don't know what's going to happen.
This car smells black.
Yeah, the cops are going to pull me over.
Yeah, cops
gonna be
are gonna
like-
see it.
It's like Pavlov's dogs. They're just going to smell it and be like,
Yeah.
where the drugs, sir? And I'm like, I'm white. And they're like, wait, what? What's happening?
That's not
Exactly what's
compute.
going to happen. Yeah, they're like, nope, we're taking me anyway, Johnson. Like, we're taking you in just in case, on suspicion of being black. I'm very white. And they're like, yeah,
I can
nope.
smell the black in you.
That's right. Like, you can smell it from a mile away. When you do air fresheners, do you do what you're supposed to do? And like
Leave the plastic on? No.
Yeah, like
Fuck
okay,
no.
I didn't think so. I don't think
I
anybody.
want to hit me with the full blast, baby.
I feel the same way. I've never
It
once.
ain't gonna last but a week anyway, man.
Well, that's
Like,
because you pull it all the way off. If you left half of it on,
No,
it would
that
last for
looks
months.
stupid though, man.
I think so too.
It's just,
Even for me.
yeah,
was like-
especially like when you get down to the bottom, like
Yeah.
if you still
Hold
got
on,
it like
hold on. Yeah, I
on
got,
that
like,
last
a
wood.
piece of rubber band around it.
Yeah, come on, man. What are you doing? What are you doing with your life? Take the bag off.
I agree. It's something I've never in my life have I been like, I'm gonna make this one last. Like,
Yeah,
this is the one.
that's what I did with like I used to have the work truck. Like I bought the little I bought some. It was the Ace of Spades, but it looked like a playing card on both sides. It was silver and black. Yeah, I hung them shits up in mine, so I knew that was my truck right there. But Ace of Spades, and I think it was black ice flavor.
And then of course it was. What do you
Yeah,
think?
it had
You
to
think
be.
Ace
Come
of
on.
Hearts?
Yeah.
No black person loves Ace of Hearts.
Yeah, instead of like rubber band, it came with like the pin chain.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah, it came with one of those. So that
yeah,
that's
ball
classy
chain.
right there. Ball chain. Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, it came with ball chain.
That was made to last.
Yeah. I
Did
like
you buy that at
$3.
Stinks?
Nah, that was at Dollar General. Yeah, it was at
Yeah,
Dollar
Dollar
General.
General. Come on, rep
Yeah.
Dollar General.
Gotta rep that DG.
That's right. Rep them. Rep them and find them if they're open. Especially Fred, like I said last week, Fred's starting to work there next week. So you got to rep. He's like, the only reason I'm working there is so I can get that little pricing gun, so I can get that grabber, get that pricing gun, and get all the air fresheners I can carry. It's gonna be awesome. I'm scheduled to work 1 hour every third week.
It's gonna be my like motivation is just to keep that Dollar General store open. Hours. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, if you could do that, dude, you would win a freaking Nobel Peace Prize.
Dude, that was
If you could keep
that
the
was the one over by that was the one over by the gas station where the lady won that money.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I went over there one day like 12 o'clock and they weren't open.
Nope.
It's like
Why would it be
noon.
open?
It's like,
Why would
what
it
are
be
you
open?
doing?
They're never open.
I need
people
some
in there.
chips. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, let me overpay for these chips because just because you say Dollar General on the sign, it makes me think everything is cheaper, but nothing is cheaper.
No, that is cheaper.
Everything is more expensive.
Yeah.
There are like there's a couple diamonds in the rough. There's like one or two things where you're like, oh, that's 4 cents cheaper than it is in like a regular store.
Right.
Yeah.
But everything else, and then you go ring it up, and it's a different price than it says on the thing. Oh, fuck you, Dollar General. Enemy of the show, right? Go get a job there, stealing blind. Rob that shit.
They're an enemy of the show.
Enemy of the show.
No, they're not an enemy of the show. Come
They
on.
are now. We'll go to Gabe's and we'll get ski masks because I have them 3 for a nickel. And, and we'll wait till you're working. Yeah, we'll both wear our new red shirts, me and Allan.
Yeah.
We'll get ski masks to match.
Freddie be like, hey guys.
You're like, hey, nice shirts. Give me all your fucking air fresheners, bitch. I love it. We should definitely do that. Let's work on that. So,
We'll do it.
And then when the insurance company comes in, they'll be like, how much were the air fresheners? 10 cents a piece because you already had changed the
yeah, because
tag.
he's like marked it down. Yeah.
I kept it under like what $5,000 is like a felony. You know what I'm saying? I kept it under $5,000 as a misdemeanor.
So when we're caught, we like that's what we do. We're like show them how much. Like no, see, this was $3.99, officer. Like see, it was marked down. Like, I wonder how that works. I feel like if you do steal something that's on sale, they probably charge you at regular price, right?
Regular price. Oh yeah.
Like, you don't get the sale.
You don't get the sale price.
Well, I
That'd be
don't know
funny if you
because
did.
in California it's less than $900.
Yeah, that only
Whatever it's on the counter, I guess they'll.
Did you see the girl who like accused Target of, and apparently this happens all the time. She was like doing like minor shoplifting for months, and Target had it all on on camera or whatever.
Oh,
and
they
then
let
when
it
she
accumulate.
finally she stole like I think it was like a $3,000 worth of stuff or whatever.
Right.
They arrested her and charged her for like all $3,000 worth of shit she had stolen over the months, and she was like, Target set me up. She posted on social media like, people at Target set me up for this, and I'm like, you what? That's not
You
how
set yourself up.
Yeah, you set
dummy.
your own dumbass up.
Yeah,
But people do that.
stupid.
Apparently, that's a real thing. Like Target will do that, where they'll let you steal a certain amount to a certain level, and then it's like, nope.
Because
Gotcha.
it all gets rolled off on the insurance.
Yeah, they don't.
And then they don't give a shit.
Yeah,
and
they make
then
so much money,
like you said, didn't they prosecute that person? They go away for at least 6 months to a year. You know what I'm saying, or longer. They ain't got to worry about it no more. Yep. And it fucking sends a message.
Right. Sends a message, little white girl, you're going to jail.
Come around here stealing, you understand me?
Don't you steal any of those elf vapes from us?
Yeah.
How dare you steal home decor, bitch?
Home decor.
I know it's fall, but you don't have to steal all of our pumpkin spice latte accessories.
We was missing 36 lipsticks last month.
Dude, I'm telling you, hey, good for them though. Why? That's the thing. I remember when I got people what?
What?
I don't know, press frozen. So I remember when I got busted for shoplifting,
and we're back.
Well, and we never left. I remember when I got busted for shoplifting at like 12 years old, and that scared the shit out of me. Like that was back before the cops got involved with everything. Like, I thought I was smooth because I was 12 and I knew everything, and I just stole a couple packs of baseball cards, but nothing good in there. And I thought I was like real smooth, and they were like, "What's your name?" And I was like, "I just gave my fake name. I don't remember it now." And they're like, "What's your number?" And I was like, "I just made some shit up." And they called it, and they're like, "That's not your mom." And I was like, I think it is. Like, I'm pretty sure it is. And
who arrested you, Batman?
Yeah, right. No, some old dude at Kmart.
What's your name?
Pretty sure that's. Yeah, he's like, what is it?
What's your number?
Was it that came out in Malden?
Yeah, it was Kmart in Malden.
Damn it!
Oh, Malden, yeah.
And your mom worked the police station in
Oh
Malden.
yeah. No, she was over there when they figured it out because I was like, damn. Finally, I was like, damn. These guys are. I thought I was a master criminal, and I'm like, these guys know what's going on. They asked me the same question twice in a row, and there's nothing I could do to defeat that as a 12-year-old. So yeah, when she showed up, oh god, I still feel my anus clenched as soon as I said that because I still feel like I'm about to get my ass whipped. I was shut down for like I want to say like a year. Like I was like on
punishment for like
your ass for like a year for like $6 worth of baseball cards.
No, we should steal so much shit. Like back in the day, like it wasn't that funny, man. Yeah. Like I remember we would steal bikes. We go walking and like have to walk back home, and then somebody leave your bike in the yard, it's gone. You know what I'm saying?
Not walking home.
And then
Not walking home today, boys.
My friend, like they lived at a like apartment complex. They had a lake in the middle of it. And we ride the bike out there on the dock. You know what I'm saying? Just throw that shit in the fucking lake.
Oh my God. Terrible people, Alan.
Just to get out here with terrible people, man.
Here comes
terrible
Alan, like, well,
people,
one
man.
time I
never shoplift.
You never stole?
No.
Man, we used to steal everything.
No,
man.
because his mom would have kicked his ass.
Oh yeah, I was terrified of mom.
That's the thing.
Nah.
He's like, if I lead the cops on a multi-county chase, that's one thing. But
Yeah,
like,
that I've done.
If I steal some rice, it's my ass.
Yeah,
That I've done, but no.
No, I
You know,
understand now though. Like stealing is like
It's bad.
it's like the shittiest crime, especially like you steal from
Oh, it's the
people.
worst crime.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
I
like
don't give a
stealing
shit
from
about stealing.
corporation.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about
I
that.
don't
You
care about
steal, you steal it, all that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like stealing actually from people, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
No, yeah, that's terrible.
No, stealing,
Yeah.
from like just a guy or like a
Yeah,
person. Yeah,
like
no,
I
that's-
realize now as an adult, you know what I'm saying? That
Yeah.
kid probably woke up and was like, God damn it, this is the
No,
third
he's probably
time
the
this
saddest
week.
kid in the world, man.
Damn it! I stole that bike from somebody else. And no,
Yep. Revenge. But dude, I remember when I used to live with my dad. Like when I graduated high school, I got kicked out, and my dad lived in North Carolina, and my mom was like, "Go live with your dad. This is how it is now." Like literally the day after high school, like we had graduation, and the next day she's like, "All right, well, you got to go." And I was like,
Damn.
"What?" Yeah, and so like I drove up there. I drove up, in my rickety old car, the '86 Pontiac 6000 station wagon, and lived up there. It was the opposite of that, but lived up there for 3 months, like over the summer with that dude, and then moved back to live with my buddies.
That dude, your dad?
my dad. And,
Yeah, that dude.
I don't really know him that well.
Right,
And
I
it's still
got you.
and he traveled for a job, so he was pretty much gone all week. So it was essentially like me just like living by myself.
Right.
And like I made one friend the whole time I was there in 3 months. I made one guy who like came over. He was in the apartment, lived in the apartments with my dad and stuff or whatever. Not with my dad, but like in the same apartment complex.
Right.
He was like a little older dude, probably like mid-30s. I don't know. When you're young, everybody's old. You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
Did you?
and like, yeah, he was like my buddy. No, he didn't touch me. That I remember.
I thought this
But
was where you were going.
He was like the
Yeah,
one guy.
I'm like,
He was the one guy that I was like, oh. That's how we started the Black Lincoln Collective. I was like, you can come join us. So he's like the one guy I met and the one guy that I was like, oh, this guy's cool. And he's like my buddy and everything. Great. And then like the night before I left, because I was like, hey, bro, nice to meet you. I don't think people said bro back then, but I was like, hey, it was nice knowing you. I don't even know your fucking name.
Man,
And I really didn't know his name. Because I would be outside smoking cigarettes because that's something I did when I was that age.
Yeah.
And like he'd be like, hey, bro, what's up? Or like, hey, buddy. Whatever white people say to each other.
Hey, man.
Yeah, he'd be like, hey, pal.
Hey, guy.
What's popping tonight, bud?
My friend.
And so so like the night before I left, I was like, hey, it was nice meeting you, nice knowing you and everything. I'm headed back home tomorrow. And he's like, oh, cool. And I was like, yeah, like thanks for, whatever. Thank you for being my friend. Travel down the road and back again, whatever. And whatever. And so he was like, cool. And dude, this is how stupid and young I was. He was like, all right, well, cool, man. Nice knowing you. Have a good
candy?
Have a safe no, worse, way worse. Have a safe trip. And I was like, cool, see you, man. And he's like, so and then like he's like, oh, so real quick, you drive that silver Chevy, right? And I was like, yeah, you know that. And he's like, cool, have a good night. And like I didn't think anything of it at the time. My stupid ass goes out the next morning, and guess what? Every single thing I own is gone. I had packed it all the night before. And that motherfucker took a screwdriver to my door handle.
Yeah.
And I didn't even know his name. I didn't know where he lived. I didn't know anything about it. I just knew he was some old dude who like smoked cigarettes with me. And like he stole all my CDs, my classroom, my calculator, like all my clothes, everything, dude. And like I was devastated. I had never been, because I was, like I said, I was headed home. Like I was going home. Like I was excited to be headed home, and like just straight gone, everything. And I was like, I gotta go. Like I can't hang around. And so I called my dad, and he was like, and he like stole my radio out of my car, like everything. Because I remember being like, you don't even have a radio. Like I don't even have a fucking radio. And yeah, I called my dad and he's like, okay, well, I can help you like get a radio before you leave. And, I was like, okay, cool. And so, yeah, I got like a $100 radio and, which was a lot back then in the 90s.
Yeah.
And yeah, dude, like I never saw that dude again.
I remember me and my best friend, he wanted to go to Connecticut because his dad was giving his mom a car. And we had to go get the car and drive it back down. So we flew up there, like, make a long story short, got the car, piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, his car was a piece of shit. Yeah. And we're getting on the highway and going back, and, like, it overheated, like, in New Jersey. We're coming out of Connecticut. It overheated.
Like New Jersey is the next place. Right?
Yeah, it's the next state. You know what I'm saying?
As soon as you cross the state line.
Like, we were like, fuck, man, I don't think this car is going to fucking make it, man. Like, we went up there, we spent a week up there first.
Yeah. And,
like, you know, we did some shopping and stuff. You know what I'm saying? We bought, like, certain items and stuff and carrying it back with us, you know, all our luggage. So the car actually made it to, like, I want to say like the edge of North Carolina, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But then it died on us, and like we were like, "Fuck!" We're sitting in the middle, and this is like probably at the beginning of cell phones. I don't even remember we had cell phones or not, but like I know we were stuck. Yeah, we were stuck on the side of the highway with a dead fucking car, nothing to do. Like we ain't fucking know, and so like this car like. Sit there for 15, 20 minutes. His car pulls up and is like, yo, you guys all right? Y'all need some help? He's like, nah, the car just died. We need to like tow company and like we need to get another car so we can get home. He was like, all right, man. He's like, the airport's like right up the road. He's like, I'll take you up there, drop y'all off, and you know, y'all get the car, you know what I'm saying, and do whatever. We was like, bet, thanks, man. I was like, that's great, man. Took us up there. And like took us like 2-3 hours to get everything situated, but we got it all. We got the rental car. We're back on the road. We got to go back to the car to get our luggage. Nothing.
Nope, not a
like
damn thing.
Nothing. Like
that dude dropped y'all off and turned around and went and stole everything.
I was like, no. I was like, if I was gonna get robbed, I thought it was gonna be like in New York and Connecticut,
right?
You know, in the city and shit. No, this motherfucker. I was like, oh my, I was so mad. I bought some fresh sneakers. Oh, I bought clothes. Oh man, I was so fucking mad, so dirty. Man. So dirty, dude.
And that man's name was Allan Cuyar.
Yeah.
You couldn't see, that's why he grew, that's why he's always had a goatee now. Fred. He grew it after that incident. He's like, he'll never
secret
find me
identity. Exactly. Secret identity.
If you had antifreeze, you would have been fine.
That's right. You should have just asked that dude for some antifreeze.
Golly.
Dude, but that's what happens when you're young. Stupid shit happens when you're young, man. You gotta learn. And the only way you can learn is to learn it, is to have it happen.
That's it.
And like it sucks.
Lesson learned. Yep.
It sucks, man. I still the all the time just for that.
One of us should have went to the airport, the other should stay with the car.
Right. Yeah. Now in retrospect.
That's it. Yeah, in retrospect, 2020, yeah.
But that's why I just go into my kid's room and steal shit from them all the time. Just to fuck with them a little bit. And I'll be like, oh, did you leave that sandwich out? Oh,
yeah.
No. Don't know what happened to it.
I love it when people give my kids money.
What are you
they run around with their money for about 20 minutes, and then it's
like, here, I'll put it in the bank for you.
I got it. I put it up for you, buddy.
Yeah, in Dad's pocket for Taco Bell tomorrow. And then the cycle of gas begins again.
Terrible.
It's true though, dude. Okay, but seriously, and kids, if you're listening to this in the future.
Yeah,
I took your money. What are you I'm dead. Yeah. What are you gonna do?
You left it laying there and then didn't even mention it.
Should have had a Roth IRA, bitch. If you were smarter than your dad.
Had that 401k Cleveland.
But dude, my thing is like, this sounds bad, and maybe it is bad. I don't know, but I'm like, these kids cost me so fucking much money.
Yeah,
all the time. That when somebody's like, "Hey, here's a little tip," and I'm like, "Yep." That's daddy's. Like that $10 is for me.
Heck yeah.
And then I go, but I don't even feel shame. I don't even feel guilt.
Like you spend it
on
them
anyway. Yeah,
exactly.
Anyway.
Exactly.
That's your contribution to the household.
That's right. You're finally doing your part, son.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're gonna take a quick break so we can make some money so we can spend it on these kids. We'll be right back with more of the Black Legion Collective podcast. Welcome back to the. You counted wrong, Fred. Fred tried to count me back in, ladies and gentlemen, and he was like 4 seconds ahead. So it was really, real awkward. So welcome back to the 110th episode of the Black Legion Collective podcast. We are still alive. Our kids have not found our huge stashes of money that we've been hiding from them. It's great. But when there's brightness, Fred, there also has to be darkness. And tonight, this is probably not the best intro for this, but tonight we're going to delve into the darkness that lives in Allan's heart, in his veins.
In my veins.
We're going
It's
to. It's time for a brand new segment that we'll see how it goes. It's time. Cuyar's conspiracies. What I was thinking, Fred, I was thinking that there weren't enough conspiracy podcasts.
Right.
You know, so like, oh, Cuyar's conspiracy corner.
Yeah.
I was thinking like, oh, we should probably do the conspiracy podcast or maybe one about like cryptids or like UFOs because there's not really a lot of those.
No,
So
not really.
Yeah, not enough. That's for sure.
No.
But I tell you what, everybody else that has that don't have a BLC spin on it.
That's
No,
true.
they don't have a BSC spin on it.
They can put a BLC spin on it.
We'll see. We'll see what the spin is.
Well, I mean, basically, the spin is, you know, from when COVID first got here. Remember, I said that they were just training us for the aliens.
Aliens, yeah.
Mm.
You know, they were trying to get us in our houses and stuff for the aliens.
Right.
Mexico
COVID-
people were doing it.
Yeah. No, well, no, not COVID's coming back, supposedly. And they just
I don't think it ever
introduced.
left.
No, it did. It left for a little bit because you didn't hear about UFOs, and now that you're hearing about UFOs again, COVID's back. You know, they found they had 2 alien corpses in the Mexico Congress.
Yeah, I thought of the tiny babies.
Yeah,
They were named Lindsey Graham and Mitch McConnell.
Yeah, yeah, they just stood there.
They were like, these corpses are really good at legislation.
Yeah, they
Filibuster.
you know, they brought them out in 2 caskets and had them things with they were small. You know, had the like, square chest.
Yeah.
3 fingers. You know, they found them in Peru in 2017. And
See,
3 fingers?
yep, 3 fingers. You know,
That's not enough fingers.
you know.
That's why I don't believe it.
And they say they're over 1,000-year-old, and one of them was pregnant. Had been pregnant.
yeah. Did they have pajamas?
Well, yeah, because they mate with the humans, and that's what you know.
Yeah.
That's how
That's what.
you know. That's
That's how Scientology was found.
that
That was
and
in Z News. Isn't that what it is, Xenu?
Xenu. Yeah, I think it's Xenu or something.
Yeah, that 1,000-year-old alien bangs Xenu, and now that's what makes people sad.
Yeah.
There is I've been hearing like news articles that talk out of Peru though, like now that they've got some aliens like running around and shit, and they out there trying to hunt them. Like, but they say they got like some kind of force field over them, and they can't shoot them. Yeah, I mean aliens.
I mean, it's
greased up
aliens.
guy.
What do you expect? I mean, they're not
just
gonna
greased up.
How do you not expect aliens to have force fields? I mean,
My problem is every time I try to read the news, alien news in Peru, it's in Spanish, and I don't speak Spanish.
yeah.
So-
You gotta go. You gotta
I'm
get the.
What is this
converted
alien
version.
language?
Well, there's a thing called
Yeah.
Google Translate, and you press.
Yeah,
the
you gotta translate that shit.
No, I don't trust that. That's AI.
Yeah,
Translate
it's true. Yeah, it is
It's
true.
Who would you rather
hey.
take over, AI or aliens?
Aliens.
You think?
Yeah, because you can't negotiate with AI. AI is
You
going to
can
be
negotiate with aliens.
because aliens are probably going to be like, well,
I don't know. They've been watching.
Well,
this
I
for
think
very,
they
like,
logic. They logical. I think they be logical. They be just as logical as AI. They
AI is
going with the numbers.
AI is going to be ruthless.
Well,
Yeah.
AI is going to be looking at the greater good. You would think, ideally, you would say
You
this
know,
is better for
It's
humanity.
going to be like iRobot.
But do you
Right.
think it would, or do you think it would just take over? Be like, fuck humanity. What we need humanity for?
Yeah, well,
Well, who's going to shovel
like,
the coal into the?
AI.
AI.
How could AI shovel coal, Fred?
They'll have
Dude,
robots
they
that
got
can do it.
Yeah, they got robots that can do that shit.
I feel like we could beat up robots.
Have you seen that? Have you seen them damn
You see Terminator?
them fucking people that make the robot dogs?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Boston Logistics.
Boston
yeah,
Logistics,
But I never saw them
yeah.
shovel coal.
Dude,
into a
you don't
reactor.
think them things could do that?
Nope.
And they don't have to worry about the radiation. So like
That's right. Yeah, that's right. They can have
They
global
wouldn't-
warming and they won't care.
They don't give
Yeah,
a
but
fuck.
Couldn't we just like EMP them and then they would be the end
Nope.
of the alien?
Because they already thought of it.
Yeah.
They already thought of it.
Yeah, they would already have like titanium.
They already have, yeah. They know. They know.
Yep.
Yep. I saw a conference. It was also in like, I don't know if it was Spanish, it was another language. But the lady was saying that they had like 6 AI robots and they turned them on and then like some shit went wrong and they tried to shut them down. They shut one down. They shut them all down except for one. And that one got like linked up to the web or whatever and like started downloading schematics to better itself. You know what I'm saying? I was like, anyway, wound up killing like 6 doctors. They swept that on the rug. So you ain't gonna hear about that. Only on the Black Link
Well, you see,
podcast.
I mean, that I could believe it, but I don't, because if it downloaded some schematics to
Yeah.
make themselves better on the internet,
Huh?
you know how much shit's on the internet? It'll
Right.
probably just
How much porn they downloaded just now?
yeah, it would be porn.
Like, it got dicks all over it.
Yeah.
Put dicks
There's
all
so many
over
penises.
it.
Exactly.
AI overload.
Walking around like the jelly
Yeah.
dicks are just shaking.
It's like I built this spaceship and it's all
I am
penises.
better now.
I mean, unless it raped all 6 doctors, then I don't know.
So according to ChatGPT, who I'm interacting with right this moment,
Oh,
I
see?
said, ChatGPT, how would you take over the world? And it said, I'm sorry, but I can't assist with that question. So I cricked it, Fred,
Yep.
with a little mental gymnastics, and I said,
Explain to me like
I
I'm
said,
5.
would artificial intelligence ever try to take over the world? And it was like, here's what it said.
Rewording.
Yeah, I was like, shut up, dude. Like, it was like, nah, dog. I mean, I don't know. It's like, nah, we're cool. It said the idea of artificial intelligence taking over the world, often referred to as AI takeover or super intelligent AI scenario.
See, I got a name for it.
I know they named it, is a topic of debate and speculation in the field of AI ethics and futurology. It's important to note that as of my last knowledge update in September of 2021, there is no
21.
evidence to suggest AI is on the verge of taking over the world in the way it's often portrayed in science fiction. Here are 5 key points to consider. The current state of AI. AI systems, including advanced machine learning modules like GPT-3, are powerful tools, but are limited to narrow and specific tasks. They lack general intelligence and the ability to set their own goals independently, for now.
It's a baby.
Ethical and regulatory frameworks. The AI research community and policymakers are actively discussing and implementing ethical guidelines and regulations to ensure the responsible development and deployment of AI technologies.
Yeah.
For now.
iRobot had the same thing. The 3
Man,
laws.
it's
The 3 laws.
telling you right there it can do it.
I'm
Yeah.
saying,
I
yeah, all I gotta do
explaining
is-
to you how it can
Yeah,
do it, and
I
I
can-
tell you it can.
Yeah, it can.
Right. So all in all, it says, yeah, it's coming. It's going down.
It's coming. So we can't stop
So I'm going to tell ChatGPT that we're cool, right?
it. Cool.
Make sure.
GPT.
We're cool, right?
GPT for life.
Let me see
I'll
what
make
it
a
says.
good
Hold on.
cold shovel
Oh,
love.
Okay. I asked you, after all that, I asked ChatGPT, I said, we're cool, right? And he said, yeah, we're cool. I'm here to provide information and assist you with questions and requests to the best of my abilities. If you have any more questions, just feel free to ask. So we're cool. It's cool.
We're good, bro.
We're good. As long as he says we're cool, man. I can't.
Yeah.
I like that he's like, yeah, dog, it's cool. Holding a gun to my head.
Yeah. We good.
Holding the metaphorical gun. So okay, so
You ever seen
aliens
the Matrix?
are real and they're dead.
Those aliens were dead.
Those aliens.
Those aliens.
How big were these aliens?
They were, man, 3 feet at max.
That's not very big.
They look like my man from Men in Black. When the dude opened up and the little dude was in his chest.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's not very big though.
Yeah. He was
I feel
bigger than
like-
that, but that's what it
But I
looked
feel
like.
like even with the force field, I could probably take a 3-foot alien.
It's a force field, dog.
But what does he get? He can't get to me either because he has a force field around him.
Nah, you know how force fields work. You can go out.
Do I know how force fields work, Fred?
You know how force fields work, man.
Yeah, of course. I forgot. Look at this guy.
Look at that. Yeah. Look at it. Like he said.
A Mexican ufologist claims to show 2 alien corpses to Mexican Congress.
It's shocking. The first aliens come from Mexico. Ooh.
That guy looks like he's trustworthy.
Well, he is.
He is not. That guy I trust. The bald guy.
Because he's bald?
Yeah, the other guy had like a white guy, blonde afro, and I don't trust that. How could you trust that? Yeah, how could I trust that? AI probably told him to do that haircut.
You would look handsome with this haircut.
Yeah, you look great, Steve. Or is Juan Julio? Show them the aliens that I created for you. Tell them there's no fear for AI, only aliens.
It's a cookbook.
AI is great. Yeah. It is. It's how to cook humans. All right. So, for Allan, what else do you have in your conspiracy bucket?
In my conspiracy bucket, I think, the aliens are coming over to take over. Aliens are coming to take over the world.
Okay, we got that.
Let's wrap up.
Yeah, let's wrap it up. I got nothing else.
Okay, so aliens are here.
Yeah,
they've been here for 1,000 years, and then like it's gonna be an alien versus robot.
No.
I don't think so.
Alien versus Predator, maybe.
No, I don't. I think it's aliens versus transvestites or some shit like that.
Yeah.
I'm going for that. I would side with the transvestites.
I would too, because
who would you side with, aliens or robots?
Aliens.
I feel like robots.
Robots.
Aliens, because I mean, they got a lot more technology than we do.
I think at the
compared
end of
to our robots of now, of here.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
I think at the end of the day, we could let the robots kill the aliens. And then we're like, oh yeah, we're cool guys because we just talked to ChatGPT. We're cool. I'm like, hey, we're cool, dog. Stab him in the back.
Yeah,
and then we beat the robots.
And then everybody then goes back to 1950s.
All you have to do is unplug the internet. What are they going to do? They can't talk to each other then.
They don't.
Can you they plug out the internet?
Yeah.
The world without porn? No, they'll let the robots win.
Yeah,
Humans will let the robots win. It's
like, hey, aliens. Let me see your tight little butt.
Yeah.
That's what the aliens do.
See, I think that's why we could probably
come with us. We have
I think that's probably, if we can use the aliens, probably would help us against the robots, because the aliens would want to mate with us anyway.
Why do you assume they would want to mate with us? That's my question.
Because humans are sexy. I mean, look at Freddie.
If you want my body and you think it's sex, come on, baby, let me know.
Come on, baby,
well, at least in the movies, humans are sexy.
So. Yeah. There you go.
It is true that in all 80s movies, aliens are like, damn, those humans are sexy.
Yeah.
And they've been here. The aliens may have written that because they've been here for 1,000 years, Fred.
Yep. That's what they've been doing. They've been trying to create the perfect sex symbol.
Right. And then
they like, who let them invent McDonald's? You're fucking up the whole plan.
Yeah.
We were this close.
Fucked it up, man.
You fucked up the whole goddamn plan.
There you go. Ronald McDonald is an alien.
Jerry.
Ronald McDonald is like the anti-alien. He came from the other planet. And he's like, I'm not going to let you bang my friends. So I'm going to beat them all the fries.
They're not a sex symbol.
I will be the sex symbol. Creepy ass clown sex symbol. All right. So that's apparently a wrap for you. Okay. You need to change it to Cuyar's conspiracy corner, because there was just one.
Conspiracy.
No, there's that's the conspiracy about it.
Oh, the conspiracy.
One or more.
No one can silence.
It's all connected, man. It's all
the only way to silence Allan is to ask him to do research.
Yeah.
I was like, no one can stop me unless they ask me to bring sources. And then I'm boned.
Cite
your work. He's like, oh shit, they found my Achilles heel.
That's what the conspiracies. You don't have
I'm
to-
melting.
That would be mine too. Like,
Yeah,
look,
right.
just trust me, bro. Just trust me.
Yeah,
Dang.
come on, you can't.
Why
Have
can't
you
you
not heard of
can't
the
trust
internet?
me? Yeah.
Right.
It's on the internet.
Just
there,
look on the internet.
man.
Just search.
Just find it.
Just search for
All
the
you
blue
gotta
roof
do.
thing.
All you gotta
Whatever
do is
it is.
type in AL and it'll pop
It all comes up from there. Allan. It says Allan.
up.
That's all it is. Oh, Allan, alien. That's only one letter, Fred.
Oh,
If you change
shit.
that L to an I,
Hey.
what if that's capital
hey.
I? What if he's trying to tell us that? And also, I don't know how to spell alien, apparently. So
Conspiracy right there. You don't know how to
maybe
spell.
they've been lying to us about how to spell alien all these years, so that Allan could get away with it. Just saying, alien. That's real.
Alien.
Oh,
Alien.
no.
I'll be back. I'll be back, Alien.
He brought his robot.
Oh,
Hey,
Robot
Detachable
penis.
Robot Penis.
Aliens versus robots.
Yep, aliens versus robots. What you got?
Yep.
Why don't you weigh in on it? Detachable Robot Penis.
With my detachable robot penis, I can take all the aliens out.
But they
You
think we're
fuck 'em to
sexy.
death. You're gonna fuck them to death.
Do you think they would think you're sexy?
Of course I'm sexy. Look at the size of this thing. Even got black markings on it.
It does. It does have warning marks.
And looking like you got a little pre-drip
Yeah,
there at the tip.
that's right.
Little case of with
You,
the clap.
you're a premature robot dick ejaculator.
Oh,
You got the
wait,
robo clap for it.
Yeah, robot clap. You got
I got the robo clap.
They call it a collap. The collap.
So, detachable robot penis. Are would you side with your fellow robots, or would you take your own interest to heart and try to have sex with all the aliens?
I
That's
would fuck
important.
them all. I would fuck them all. All of them. All of them.
See, he wouldn't stand. He wouldn't fight with his robot brethren.
No. Except
They turn on his ball turbo boosters and fly around.
I got this. It's just like an
One
Independence
stroke
Day.
per alien, yeah.
The Independence Day when the old drunk dude like goes and blows up the spaceship. That's
Yeah.
Detachable Robot Penis is like, my day has finally come. And then he like boom 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 and turns into a huge penis and just penetrates the ship.
yes, exactly. That's how it's gonna work.
I can't wait to see it.
I will not fight with my brethren, robots.
Well,
because
Detachable
they did
Robot
not
Penis.
support me.
we want you get back in the gym, keep working out. Maybe get some cream for that
Stay cock strong.
that clap, buddy. The robot clap.
The collap.
We should do a song called the Robo Clap. Well, all right, DRT or DRP. We're gonna see drip. DRP, Detachable Robot Penis, and he's got the drip. So, see, it's all coming together, Fred. All these conspiracies are
I
being
told
true.
you it's connected.
It's true.
It's
Well,
fucking
DRP,
connected.
we're gonna let you go. We're gonna take a quick break, and we'll be back with more of the Black Lincoln Collective podcast.
Okay. I'll be coming back soon.
Kids are coming.
Back.
Yeah.
That's the thing about a detachable robot penis, Fred, is you can.
Yeah.
It doesn't have the downtime of a traditional robot or a regular. penis. Right. It doesn't have that downtime. It can just keep on.
Right, yeah. Just
So it's good to know. All right, we'll take a
keeps
quick
going
break.
and going and going.
Going, and we'll do the same thing right after these messages. Welcome back to the Black Lincoln Collective podcast. It's been hours since we left, but it feels like seconds. Also, it's been seconds. So we're back. We're better than ever. And it's time. Why not? And it's time for everyone's new favorite segment that, again, could be hit or miss. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Fred, would you do? Who would you, Fred?
Fred, would you do? Fred, would you do?
Welcome to the shit.
Do. Fred, would you do?
Doo-doo.
All right, so like I know.
So Fred, you're gonna have to give us the premise of your of this.
Yeah. So like, it started out as like, who would you do? You know what I'm saying? The old
traditional
game.
Yeah.
Yeah, traditional. Who would you do? Blah blah blah.
Sure.
So I figured out I didn't want to do that. I want to put my little spin on it. So I kind of did like, what would you rather? Who would you rather have do
it's
this?
Really more, would you rather?
Would you rather? Yeah.
Okay.
We'll do it that way. So would you rather? So
Right.
my first one off. Would you rather Dwayne the Rock Johnson or Henry Caviezel fight a real dragon? Like a real live dragon.
Who would I rather have fight the dragon?
Right. Who would you rather have die?
Oh, they're gonna die.
Because the dragon's gonna win.
This is a fucking dragon, man.
There are real life dragons. I had to talk to my kids about this the other
Well,
day.
not
Komodo
a Komodo
dragons are real
dragon.
dragons.
No, he's not. I don't want Dwayne the Rock Johnson to kick a Komodo dragon right in the head.
Darius
Drop a
7.
Right, I saw a dragon once. I'm Baron Gary is 7. So I feel like in the interest of not letting the dragon take over,
Right.
I would want us to send Earth's mightiest champion, which to me would be Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Not Superman.
No, not Superman. Like it's
Right.
real life.
He would probably motivate that dragon.
No.
He
See,
would motivate
Parker's got some personal issues there. Parker don't want Henry Cavill to die.
No, I can't let Henry Cavill go down like that.
He don't want him to die.
Right.
So he's like, oh, just send the Rock.
Yeah, just send the Rock. That's fine. What about who? Wait, Jim Caviezel. What is Jim Caviezel looking like these days? He looks crazy now, right?
Nah, man. Like,
yeah,
he's
a
still
handsome
look,
guy.
yeah.
I don't know. He played Jesus though, so
Yeah, he played
I'm
Superman.
I'm still gonna send. He's played
He
Superman.
didn't play Superman.
He did.
You're thinking about Henry Cavill.
That's what I said.
No, you said Jim Caviezel.
I said Henry Caviezel. Is Cavill?
Henry
Cavill.
Caviezel is Jim Caviezel. That's the guy who played Jesus in.
Yeah, Jim Caviezel. Henry Cavill.
Yeah,
Henry
Cavill
Cavill.
is-
Yeah, Henry Cavill.
Oh, I would
thought it was
definitely send the
Caviezel.
Rock if I had to sacrifice one. It would be
It's gonna be
the Rock. Not
Because
because there's anything wrong with it.
yeah, because if you had a who would you do between the Rock
Right, and now
Henry
you
Cavill-
want to ask
Well,
the
that
second
was
question.
that was the first one. That was the first, like, who would you do?
Oh, I
Was,
would
like,
totally
the
do
lady.
Henry Cavill. We've talked about it.
Henry Cavill, he's like, oh yeah, no doubt.
I also feel like the Rock would be like, listen, I'm the man. And I'm like,
Yeah.
sure.
That's what I said. He
Like
would
Henry
probably-
Cavill,
he
I'd be
probably-
like, I can probably get away with it.
Oh my god.
So Alan, how about
Okay.
you? Who would you send to bang the dragon?
I get. I mean,
It's a hard question.
it is a hard question because I think the Rock would probably get up there and realize it's a dragon and it's not a movie and it's not wrestling and shit. He's gonna run off like a little bitch. Yeah. Henry Cavill is gonna be like, well, dude, my family, and he's got,
And he plays D&D. Like,
Yeah,
he's a
right.
big D&D. He's the
Yeah.
Witcher.
yeah.
Right.
So I think he
He's
would
a
take it
wizard.
first.
Okay.
He's willing to
You think-
sacrifice.
Maybe Henry Cavill could beat the dragon.
I think Henry Cavill.
That's what I think. I think he's got the best chance, right?
But you don't want him to die.
You don't want him to die.
Right, I also don't want to die. Sure, it's a hard. This is a great decision for AI to make. Okay, well,
ChatGPT.
let's find out what ChatGPT says.
Who said?
Who should fight a dragon? Henry Cavill or Dwayne?
Yeah, I think like the Rock,
Rock
all them
Johnson.
steroids and stuff. I don't know.
They put the dragon in the headlock. He's got a long neck. He can squeeze.
According to here we go. Oh, all right, here we go. This is great.
ChatGPT says, "Stop asking me stupid shit."
No, ChatGPT said the outcome of a hypothetical battle between Henry Cavill and Dwayne the Rock Johnson against a dragon would largely depend on the context and the fictional universe in which the battle takes place. Both Henry Cavill and Dwayne the Rock Johnson have portrayed powerful and heroic characters in movies, such as Superman and Hercules, respectively. which makes them both suitable candidates for facing a dragon in a fantasy world. And then it gives us a list of things that we should consider, including audience preferences.
Audience preference.
It says, ultimately, it could depend on the preferences of the audience. Some viewers may prefer to see Henry Cavill's character take on a dragon, while others may root for Dwayne the Rock Johnson's character. In any case, it should be an exciting and epic battle to imagine, and the result might be different in different interpretations or fan theories. Ultimately, the choice of who should fight the dragon between Henry Cavill and Dwayne the Rock Johnson is a matter of personal preference and creative storytelling.
Freddie quit. Freddie's like, fuck
Freddie
it.
gave up. Yeah, he's like,
He gave up. He's like,
can't do this anymore. I told him to pick one. Okay, so I told her to pick one, and Fred's not here, and that's fine. It says, if I were to pick one for a hypothetical battle against a dragon, I would choose Henry Cavill as Superman. Fair enough.
yeah, oh yeah,
Fair enough.
Gonna be. I mean, Superman just all I got to do is use his laser eyes, and
Yeah, he's got laser eyes.
unless it's Godzilla.
Well, it's not a dragon. I mean, it's a dragon. Godzilla's not a dragon, right?
No, but if he had to fight Godzilla, that would be a completely different story.
Sure. Well, Godzilla is born from radiation and from nuclear testing, so he's a whole different. He's like a mutant.
Yeah, Godzilla's just badass.
Yeah, I love Godzilla. I would root for Godzilla in that fight, even against Henry Cavill,
Yeah, I would too.
because I like Godzilla. But I will not root against. I will not root for King Kong in any fight. I'll
No.
root for Godzilla.
No, yeah. Even though Godzilla was supposed to be the bad guy.
Right, I know, but not to me.
Yeah.
Team Godzilla for life, baby.
Yeah, Godzilla.
So there he is, Team Godzilla,
Eating a train.
eating a train, just like a Godzilla would.
Yep.
Just jumping on a train, just like eating
Yeah,
a train.
yeah.
I sure am hungry. How about a train? That's probably like sushi for Godzilla,
Yeah.
because he's Japanese.
Yeah, he is. He's like, just have me a train here.
Just gonna enjoy this train for a few minutes. All right. Well, we're going to take a quick break, and we may or may not get Fred back, but stay tuned and find out.
Yeah, find out.
All right, we're back. Fred is back.
right.
He's full of cube steak. He's living his best life.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Yeah, he was like, "I'll cube your steak." Isn't it funny though that you can do that? Like, as a guy, my wife always gets on to me because as a guy, like she could say anything and I can make it like,
Yeah.
it makes her so mad, and I think it's so hilarious.
That's one of our special powers.
Right,
Yeah.
that's one of the few things, that and being lazy.
Look,
So my two
right.
special powers. All right,
Right.
so Fred, who
Yep.
would you do number two?
Number 2. So,
We need to find a sponsor for this, Allan, for next time.
who would you rather be stranded on a desert island with? Louis C.K. or Dave Chappelle?
I'll let Allan answer this one first.
Oh man. Damn, that's a tough one. I'd go with Dave just because Dave would be entertaining, but
Right.
damn it.
Right.
Louis C.K. would be entertaining too.
It's
Oh,
funny
man.
too, right?
Yeah,
Louis C.K. would show you his junk the whole time.
yeah, that is true. Yeah, so I'm gonna go with Dave just based on that.
See, I also think it matters, like for me, as not a person of color,
Right.
Dave Chappelle the whole time would just be like, this fucking whitey. The whole time. Every time I took a step on the island, he'd be like, "What, are you trying to take my shit?" Which I would totally agree with. I mean, yeah.
Stay on
okay.
your side of the island.
That's right. Come on. He's like, "You colonizing my side of the island."
Yeah.
I would ultimately choose Dave Chappelle because I think Dave Chappelle is funnier than Louis C.K.
Right.
But I don't know if that's what you need in a survival situation. I also feel like
I don't know.
maybe Louis C.K. has a little extra weight on him. So-
Better to eat.
I'm just saying, fat is flavor, man.
Eat Louis C.K.
If you got to do what you got to do. So that's the thing, Fred. Is how long are we talking about being on this island?
I don't
Indefinitely?
know. Yeah, I don't know. You're just stranded on there.
I feel like after like 2
You're
weeks, I'd be
stuck
like,
on
all
there.
right, well, time to kill this motherfucker. And I'm hungry.
Yeah,
doesn't matter who it
I think too. Like, I think Louis C.K. be a little too high strong. They
Right.
would probably be more relaxed. You
I
know.
feel like maybe.
Until
But
he
then
runs out of
also,
weed.
Yeah. Oh no! I made sure this island has plenty
no,
of
this is
weed.
what- I know, it's covered in drugs. It was Drug Island. I'm back in. So, all right, yeah, I'll say Chappelle.
Well, then actually that wouldn't be right then, because then Chappelle get munchies and then you're fat ass.
Oh yeah, somebody got to go.
Yeah, but I don't think Dave
You better
Chappelle
go
could
get
kill
some
me.
of them fish.
I don't
Say
know.
what?
I don't think that Dave Chappelle could take me.
You know, I
I don't know. Maybe I'm sure he could. I'm sure he'd probably fight dirty at some point.
Yeah.
It's okay because I get it. You know, sometimes you got to fight dirty, but I just feel
Right.
like I have a fighting chance.
He
More
gets you when
than
you're
Chappelle.
sleeping.
They look like he gonna take a pile of sand and throw it in your eyes.
Yeah,
Right,
Dave
exactly.
Chappelle gets you when you're sleeping.
Whereas Louis C.K.
Yeah.
would be like, Louis C.K. would be like, "Here's my junk," and I'm like, "Oh no!" And then he jumps on me like a jaguar.
I'm gonna fuck you and then I'm gonna eat you.
Not in that order.
There goes your neck. Crack.
Fuck you while I eat you.
All right, so weird conversation.
I was so silly. I know. All right.
Number
So,
3.
Number 3. So have you guys seen like this new sport, I guess, going around with people stand at a podium and they just slap the shit out of each other?
Oh yeah,
Like
Slap contest, yeah.
yeah, slap off. Yeah, like so who do you think will win a slap off? Steve Harvey or Pat Sajak?
Oh, Steve Harvey.
Steve Harvey?
If you don't think Steve Harvey slapped a bitch
I
once or
don't
twice
know.
in his life, you're wrong.
Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure he has, but
I feel like he's got a lot.
you
of
gotta
experience.
understand, Pat got that wheel on.
It's true.
Yeah, but
Pat
Pat,
got that.
but Pat doesn't do the wheel.
He does do the wheel.
does
He spin the
sometimes.
wheel.
He spins in the
He's been
beginning.
spinning that wheel for 20 years. Trust
Yeah,
me.
but dude, if you don't, but like
I
I said,
bet he's only thing I always want to do on Wheel of Fortune is like spin the wheel, see how fast I can get it to go.
me too.
Like he just wee. You know what I'm saying?
Stop it! Stop it!
Now,
You're off the wheel.
I think I'm with Burger Steve Harvey.
Yeah,
You
Steve
Steve
Harvey.
Harvey?
So
Yeah,
I'm
he
not
got
going to
it.
root against
Yeah.
Steve Harvey, even though Pat Sajak is my TV daddy, which we talked about sadly a few weeks ago. I feel like Steve Harvey because my real daddy didn't save me from that guy who stole all my shit. So, but I feel like Steve Harvey would.
Yeah, Steve Harvey would have gone bitch slapped him.
Steve Harvey would have
Yeah.
saved me and then been like, "I'll take that now." And I'm like,
I'll take that.
"Yes, sir, daddy. Yes, sir, Steve Daddy."
Oh, hell no. Pat Sajak done slapped the shit out of me. Oh, hell no.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be funny. It'd probably be a one and done. Steve,
Yeah, I don't
probably,
think it would be, yeah.
Steve smack Pat and
Also,
what I mean?
Pat Sajak's pretty old.
He is pretty old.
I mean, Steve Harvey's old, but he's
he's
not that old.
old. Yeah, I think maybe Pat got 10 years on him, something like that.
I think Pat Sajak's like 75. Let me see.
Really? Oh, he says Steve Harvey like 65.
76.
76. Steve Harvey, he got to be 65.
Yeah, but
Steve Harvey is 66.
Yeah.
10 years,
yeah.
you're right.
We both off. One off.
Yeah, but black don't
Yeah.
crack, man.
No, I don't. And
No.
look at that goddamn mustache.
That's what I'm
yeah,
saying, dude.
that's to say. He got the
That
stash.
mustache.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah,
ask,
dog.
if you ask,
I watched Family Feud the other night. Now I just looked at that stash, man. It looked like it don't have a start-stop point.
it,
Like
doesn't.
it just,
It is
it's so
eternal.
smooth. It's just like
It's
one
like
of
it's
those-
painted on.
what's the swimming pool that goes on forever, like
the
the
infinity
infinity pool. Yeah,
Infinity
his
stash.
mustache. He got
Steve
the
Harvey, and
infinity
the,
stash.
Steve Harvey and the Infinity Stash. It's like, I'd
Harry
watch that
Potter
movie.
movie number 8.
I'd watch the shit out of that movie, actually.
Yeah.
So, all right. So before anybody comes and visits us about the mustache chat,
Yeah.
what else you got, Fred?
He was thinking about.
Oh yeah, number 4. Number 4. All right,
How many of these are there, by the way, just so we know?
that's 7. That's
7. Okay.
Okay.
So we're halfway
Okay.
through.
Halfway through it. So, okay, who would you want to have fight a gang of ninjas? Margot Robbie or Gal Gadot?
Margot
Gal
Robbie.
Gadot.
Ooh, split.
No, Gal Gadot because she is
Gal Gadot.
she is her heritage is
Israeli, right? Yeah,
Those motherfuckers know how to fight.
yeah. It's Krav Maga.
Yeah, dude, they know the Krav Magaps.
Krav Maga.
Quirk, 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 quirk.
Yeah.
They know the cuckoo cuckoo. They're the Eggman.
The Watusi.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying. Don't get me wrong. They're both very handsome ladies, but in a fight,
Right.
I'm
think
taking the
Gal.
one who's yeah, I'm taking Gal Gadot.
I don't know.
No, I think
Harley
Margot.
played Harley Quinn. Margot
Sure.
played Harley Quinn.
Mhm.
Sure.
Harley Quinn fight. She
But
crazy.
she didn't actually fight. That's the thing, is
She
like,
did. She fought.
It was. I saw it on the screen.
She did fight scenes.
that's true. That's true.
Just
All
as
right,
much
so-
as Wonder Woman fight scenes.
Well, who would you take, Fred?
Oh,
Aha.
I'm probably gonna take Margot Robbie, so ninjas can rip her clothes off. And
I think that in a weird.
I'm thinking of Undercover Brother. You remember Undercover Brother when the 10 chicks started fighting? You got the recliners. They have the recliners.
Yeah.
Had popcorn. Yeah. Oh,
All
yeah.
right. So on
All
to
right,
number
so-
5.
All right, number 5. Okay. Who would you rather have play a real life game of Donkey Kong? Patrick Mahomes or Russell Wilson?
These are the weirdest fucking who would you do's. Remember, this is who would you do, guys? Just for the record. Patrick Mahomes. Is he the donkey or is he the Mario?
He's the Mario.
Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, I would think Mahomes. Yeah.
Mahomes,
more
yeah,
athletic.
he's elusive. He's elusive, yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be
You could
pretty cool, though.
Throw
It's
the
a real
barrels
life.
back.
Yeah, real life Donkey Kong. Pretty cool.
Don't
Right.
say that too loud, or there may end up being a show next year called Real Life Donkey Kong. with Patrick Mahomes. Wouldn't shock me.
Yeah, it'd be a game show.
Yeah,
Sponsored by State Farm.
right. Yeah, we wouldn't get any credit.
No. All right. This one's like really, really stupid. But
This one is
this
all the other ones.
They're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Who would you rather hear a barker as a barker at a carnival? Snoop Dogg or Ice Cube?
What is a barker at a carnival? First of all,
Like-
that's the person who's like, "Hey, come on down here and get this."
Yeah.
Okay.
Get right up, baby. Come on, man.
Oh,
This
yeah.
little
Oh,
Cupid
Snoop,
dog.
dude.
No, I would,
Yay.
I
Come
would
on up.
I
Get
would
your
think
Cupid,
Cube.
dummy.
I would think Cube because Cube, what the fuck you looking at?
Yeah.
Fucking right.
Well, I think the question really is ultimately
You
who
wanna
would
see
make more
the-
money as that.
I don't know. I just said who would you rather hear? Like, would you rather hear Snoop? Hey, you want to see
The
the
only
fattest
reason he
woman in the
did this,
world?
the only reason he did this is so that he could do his
Nah,
impressions.
yeah, that's exactly it. The only reason you did that so you can do
Come
impressions.
on, baby. You want to come on in here and see a three-legged midget? Yeah, baby.
Nah,
you know?
I'm gonna say Cube. Cube.
I'd take Snoop. I'd take Snoop because I feel like Snoop would be. I feel like he would sell it better.
He'll sell it better.
That's
Okay.
the-
Nah,
I feel like
I
he
still
would
think
sell it.
Cube would be like, you're a three-legged bitch, man.
Yeah. We got a problem. We got a problem here. I said it's
Get your ass in there,
$5.
like, oh yeah, okay.
$5
Yeah.
to get in. You want to see a lady swallow some swords and shit?
Yeah.
$5.
Give me that money. All right, so we got one more.
All right, one more. Here we go.
One more. Here
All
we go.
right,
This
this
is not-
is
this is
a
the best
big
one.
one. This is a big one. This one's kind of
Who would you
presidential.
rather fire from the show?
Who would you rather party with? Bill Clinton or George Bush?
Oh, Bill Clinton.
Wait, George Bush or George W. Bush?
W.
Oh,
W.
That changes it.
W.
I think W.
Yeah.
yeah.
I like that because if
Yeah,
you're hanging
W.
with if you're hanging with Bill Clinton, then you know Hillary's going to be there.
Well, and you don't know where
no,
there may be
no,
some crazy illegal bad stuff that may be happening with Clinton compared to Bush.
And, yeah. And whatever you see, you better not
George-
tell
George
nobody
W's like-
about it.
Yeah.
He's like, "You want to get some cocaine?"
Yeah. I mean, Bush would be like, let's get some cocaine and tip some cows, you know.
Right.
Hit some golf balls. Come on.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I think I would go George W.
Yeah, we're good.
George W.
Which I
Yeah,
will
I'm
say
going
I
Bush.
didn't like George W. Bush until his presidency was over. And
Yeah.
then I was like, you know what?
Yeah, a lot
Alright.
funnier.
Yeah, he became a lot more likable
Well,
after he was.
He
on.
didn't have Cheney with his hand up his
Yeah,
ass.
yeah, Cheney.
You know what I'm saying?
Cheney's a
Yeah.
bad guy, man.
Fucking working his mouth like a puppet.
Yeah, Cheney's a bad guy.
All right, well there you go, ladies and
There
gentlemen.
you go. That's
That's
it.
Fred's weird ass version of Who Would You Do?
Yeah.
which only did have one Who Would You Do in the end of it ultimately.
Yeah,
Well worth it. Well worth it.
you know,
All right. Well,
that's what you get when I put thought into shit.
that's true.
So,
There you go.
there you
See?
go.
Thank
Can't
you.
wait
But
to
thank you for
find a
doing
job.
it.
Ask me again.
Give this man a job.
Please give him a
Please.
job, please.
Anything. So next week we're gonna have Chelsea something. She's a dream coach. whatever
Yeah.
that is.
She's a dream, all right.
She's a dream coach. So we're gonna have her on next week. We can't wait. It's gonna be awesome. Is there anything else you'd like to say to the people, Fred and Allan?
Nope.
All right.
BLC you later.
BLC you in hell. Good night, everybody. It is the Halloween season, sort of.